So I've just picked up a new tripod. So zoom in a bit. It's a lighting tripod, and this could solve the problems that I'm having with traveling and carrying around tripods. So I feel like everyone's always looking for a lighter weight tripod that's easier to travel with. You know, if you're doing interview setups and that while traveling, you usually want to go as light as possible while staying high quality, while staying sturdy. You don't want it falling over, hitting the client in the face. So I've been on the search for a tripod for my lighting setup that's very compact, that can fit in my camera case, that can fit in a backpack, that can hold a softbox and a light. So right here I've got the Manfrotto Nano Plus Stand. And this thing is tiny. This looks way too small to hold a big light in a softbox, but we're gonna find out today if this can actually hold one. This is a cheap, newer stand from Amazon, like one of the cheap ones, and that's the length of it. And then here's the Manfrotto. Big difference, a lot smaller footprint. Okay, so right here I've got the, I think 30-liter Peak Design V2 backpack. So it slightly sticks out, but this is definitely acceptable to travel with. I wouldn't really mind this. That's not too bad. That's not over the top. Maybe not while flying, but I mean, it's fine. I mean, something like that's good too. So that's completely fine to travel with. I wouldn't mind this at all. So we got the Pelican 1605 here. Can easily fit this tripod in. I've got stuff in here right now, but this fits in here, no problem. This is the Pelican Air 1605. Unfortunately, the cheap, newer tripods don't fit in here. So it's so nice having this can actually fit in the camera case. Okay, so let's unfold this. There we go. So this is at the most narrow, so obviously you can bring these out and have a wider base for more stability. So I'll show you how high this goes. You're not gonna be able to see it. It's gonna go straight out of frame. All right, there we go. Pretty much goes all the way to the roof. Now I wanna see if it can hold a light. Like I probably wouldn't be using like a 300 on this. I mean, I'm gonna test it out. I've got a UL150, which is, let me show you this. So this is the tripod I normally use with my bigger lights. Like it's too big to really travel with. Now this can easily hold like a 300, something like this. So this is the Spectrum light stand. I don't even know. I got this with the UL150s when I got it, but I mean, this thing goes a lot higher, a lot heavier, you know, very sturdy. I quickly used ChatGPT and looked it up. The UL150s are similar to the 300s. I think they're a bit heavier. So if the UL150 fits sturdy on this tripod, a 300 or anything will fit as well. I mean, this is overkill for a 150 because it has no fan. So it's passively cooled, which means it's just got a bigger outer shell. It adds a lot of weight and heaviness to it. It's great for podcast setups, for really quiet interviews, but don't look at this as a travel light because I wouldn't take this traveling, but this is more to test if a big light can fit on it. Okay, so before I test the big light, I'm gonna test a smaller light. So right here, I've got the Amaran 60X. This is a pretty popular light. This is probably what most people are gonna be using on this kind of tripod. So this is tiny, this is a 60-watt light. I use this for probably 90% of the work I do. Like this handles it fine. If I can get close in the frame, this is plenty bright enough for most situations. So this is likely the setup I'm gonna be using most on this tripod. I'm gonna put together the softbox. Now this is the Aperture Light Dome SE. Not tiny, but it's not a massive one. Now, always have the softbox or the main weight facing on the leg because if it's facing this way, it's a lot easier to tip than that way. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, this is fine. This is 100% good. All right, so normally as a key light, you want it high and pointing down. So I'm gonna raise this up, something like that. I'm gonna widen the base just a bit more because we can go wider, why not? Yeah, this is fully secure. This isn't going anywhere. Like I'm very happy with that. That's not going anywhere. I'd fully trust this on set. About there, that's the limit. But, I mean, just rocking it, that's fine. So yeah, let's see how high I can actually go with this. You can't even see it anymore. That's touching the roof right now. And there is no problem at all. Keep in mind, I could go higher because this is the widest base at the moment. So I could go a lot higher, but have a look at this. Like, that's crazy. You can still go wider though. That's not, but yeah, that's crazy. Now let's try the UL150. You know, if you've got a window in the background or something, you need to expose properly for the window. So a 60X is not gonna cut it. So let's try a bigger light. So I'm just gonna swap these two. Now this is a decent size softbox. Now I forgot to mention, on the website, this has a 4 kilogram weight limit. The 60X with that softbox is definitely under that weight limit, but this is well above it. I mean, I don't want to push it too much. There's definitely some flexing at the bottom here, I'm noticing. If this doesn't move though, I mean, this is fine. Let's just go higher. I don't want to break this tripod, but like this isn't gonna fall over unless it gets knocked, but it's not on the verge of falling over or anything. I just don't like the flexing. So if you really wanted to travel light, I think this would hold it no problem at all. But there's the UL150. Okay, so this is what I mean. So I'm just gonna move this and look at that. See? It takes a long time to stop. Come up here, this is still going. Like, look at the movement here. This can hold the setup, but definitely not the most sturdy setup in the world. You know, if you really want to travel light, this can hold it. Okay, so instead of the PL90, let's go with the Aperture Light Dome SE. This is noticeably lighter. So if you're using like a mini softbox or something, I like this a lot better. Like, this is fine. Like, I'd comfortably use this. It's not too bad. Let's go a bit higher. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so final thoughts for the tripod. I love it. Holds the 60X with a medium-sized softbox, no problem at all. Super compact for what it can actually hold and what it can do. The size of this is massive. It goes up to the roof, as you saw. Next, I'm going to take this to an actual shoot and test it in the field. You'll probably see it in one of my next vlogs. If you have any questions, or if you have a preferred setup for a light tripod travel type setup, let me know in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching.